Kama nilivyokuarifu na kukuahidi tu nitakuwa na wageni, na bila shaka ni wageni kutoka mataifa ya nje. Basi katika kipindi hiki tutakuwa tukiweza kufanya kwa lugha ya Kiingereza ili tuweze kuelewana nao. So viewers all over Kenya, Western Kenya and in the international community, I want to welcome you to this program where we'll be discussing and having a conversation with these visitors of mine who have come to this country, Kenya. They work under the Kenya Girl Guides Association plus other programs, where we will be discussing in this program about what they have come to do in Kenya plus other programs that they have in place. So welcome to this program, wherever you are watching from. I'm Eric Lumbasi, who will be in charge of this program to ensure that we discuss a few things about what they have come to do. On Twitter is at Westtv_Kenya, at Eric Lumbasi too. Then on Facebook is Westtv. Then on the SMS platform, you can SMS us through 0705 780888, where you can get us through that SMS platform. Now, I want to welcome my visitors. Welcome to Westtv. I give you an opportunity to say hi to our viewers and introduce yourself. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm Thandie Zingine and I'm from Zimbabwe.
Hello everyone, and myself Brototy. I am from Bangladesh.
Okay, thank you very much. And welcome to Kenya. In Kenya we say karibu sana. That is Swahili saying you are very much welcome to this country. So right away into it. What have you come to do and what do you deal with, having come to Kenya all the way from those other countries in the world?
Okay, so in Kenya we have a Girl Guides Association that is labeled Kenya Girl Guides Association, and it's part of, it's a member of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. And so being in Kenya as two participants from other countries, our mission here is to sort of like raise awareness and retain and recruit girls in Kenya into the movement as well.
Mm-hmm. So Brototy, you are part of the delegation that has come to Kenya. How do you find Kenya so far during your visit here?
Thank you. Really, it was a great experience to me to explore the country, their food, their culture, their tradition, and yes, I am here from exchange program. This is an exchange program which is developed by WEX for the Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, and the program is funded by NORIC, Norwegian Agency for Change Cooperation.
So that you are targeting girls who are in school. Which age are you targeting to recruit into the association to work with you?
Well, so far we can say that most of our girls come from schools. However, we also work with the community as well, because we cannot just take from one area and leave the others unattended. So we're looking at both the community and both the school children as well.
So what kind of activities are they supposed to do under this association of the Girl Guide Association? Because in school they are supposed to learn, but you're recruiting them under your association. What kind of activities are they supposed to do under your recruitment exercise?
All right. So looking at the KGGA core initiatives, we've got activities that under the KGGA, or should I say handbooks, that I found at the KGGA shop. And these books, they contain the activities that girls are supposed to be doing, because everything is not about like all formal you know, have to be writing and learning, and you're gonna have some fun in it sometimes. So we entertain in outdoor activities such as camping. We have to travel the countries to meet other girl guides from other countries. We have cookouts, other things like
yes. Under Yes Girls movement, we have 6 core initiatives. Like the first one, Welcome to My World. Under these activities, we will recruit more young girls and young women to involve girl guiding. Yes, our second one, the Red Pride menstrual hygiene management. Under the activities, we will just do some activities to secure the girls in their menstrual periods and something like this. Our third activity, this is called Green Tech Generation, and under this generation we will increase the responsibility of girls to the environment. And our fourth activities, this is Good Turn Community Project. This under the community project, we need to increase the sustainable community projects. We want to adjust with the community people. And yes, we have the fourth core initiative, and it's the Friends of Guiding. Yes, we will engage the prominent people from the community, from the society, to help us, to support us, to recruit more girls in girl guiding. Yes, and we have the last one. This is Yes Girls Can campaign to empower our girls in girl guiding. This is our initiative. That's all.
Okay. You know, you have come all the way to, this is the western part of Kenya, and I'm wondering why western part of Kenya, or are there other groups that have gone to other parts of Kenya specifically for this project?
Okay, so the thing is, we've got 152 countries that take part in girl guiding activities, right? That's say 10 million girls, give or take, in the world. And so, as she mentioned, the Youth Exchange South to South program has got, say, 64 active participants at the moment. And these participants are divided into countries right now, say from Bangladesh down to Zimbabwe, right? And we've got about 5 or 6 volunteers, and we've got 4 or 5 volunteers in each country and 1 professional participant who's going to be there for a year while the volunteers are in for 6 months. And as you asked, we are in Kenya. We are representing Kenya, should we say the whole of Kenya. So we are going to be going to the western part of Kenya, the eastern part of Kenya, throughout Kenya. That's what I can say.
Then for how long are you going to be in Kenya? And what are you planning to achieve at the end of this exercise?
We, the two of us,
yes,
and the rest of our participants, we are in here for 6 months. That's till July. And then we've got our professional participant, that's Jenny, and she's here for 1 year. And I think by the end of this exchange experience, I'm gonna be top notch on, you know, the Swahili speaking.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm wondering why girls? Because under the
Yes.
guiding association, there are also boys,
Yes.
and they have been participating in this some of these exercises that you have mentioned here. Why have you specifically dealing with girls on?
Alright, as I mentioned, the program is developed by World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Yes, we have some scouts, but in scout they have to divide that scouts, girls in scouts and boy scouts. Yes, in this program we always include the Girl Scouts also with the Girl Guides.
Okay. We continuing viewers with this program where we are dealing with the guests who are talking about the Girl Guide Association, what they have come to do in Kenya. If you have any question, you can direct your questions to our social media platforms, on Facebook, Westtv, and then on Twitter at Westtv_Kenya, at Eric Lumbasi too, where we will be able to have them respond to your questions all over. So in Kenya, in schools, we have these associations that are ongoing, and some of the activities you have mentioned, the girls have been dealing with them. So are you coming to like sponsor some of them? Because when some people are thinking, if you are coming from other countries, maybe you're coming with some sponsorship, maybe to help them also have some exchange programs where the girls will be going to some of the countries who are members of this association. Is it so?
So us being here, it's showing our commitment to and our passion to the girl guiding movement. So it's not just a oh, I can join Girl Guides, I'm gonna travel the country. No, you have to be committed. It's not something that you just have to take as a monetary gain or for your own personal benefit. It's something that you have to do from. Okay, personally, I started girl guiding when I was 9 years old till date. So I suppose with time, hard work pays off, should I say. And so this is the benefit, should we say, when it comes to the movement. They recognize your efforts and what you have been through and what you've been doing for the association in itself. So to girls out there, I would say that being committed to Girl Guides, that will probably get you far, and not just for beneficial, but personally, it's your own personal happy experience.
Talking of personal experience, what virtue should one possess in order to be recruited to be a girl guide? Is she supposed to be hardworking, or maybe good in class, to be number one in class always, so as to join girl guide? What are you looking for exactly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here I must tell something about the benefits.
Yeah.
We have some benefits. Yes, now I am 18 and the program, yes, Action South to South, the program is preferred the ladies or young women from 18 to 35. So as a girl, I have got the chance to get a lot of skill development based projects here. To enrich my learning, to enrich myself as a human being, and which will help me to get the opportunities in my higher secondary level, my job opportunities. It will help me to go fluently these places. Yes.
You talked of 18 to 35. So if you are above 35, you are not eligible to be under the Girl Guide Association.
No, of course we are able, because in girl guiding we have different sections. In Kenya Girl Guides Association, we have rainbows. The little one, the age is,
it's 3 to 6 years. Then we have the brownies, who are for 6 to 9 years. The Girl Guides are from 10 to 14. The Rangers are from 14 to 18. Then we have the Young Leaders, that's 18 to 35. And that's the group that is working with the WAGS Association, right? Then after that, we've got the Bravo Guiders, that's 35 to 55. And then we've got the Triple Guides, who are from 55, you know, going up to... Yes.
Okay. So under you have one pillar of economically empowering the young girls. I want to ask, so far, what are the programs that you have put in place in order to help these guys to be empowered economically, as you put it? Because as you have put the categories, there are others who are still in school, and there are others who are finished their education and they are still under your association.
Right.
Yeah.
So, say we're in schools, right?
Yeah.
And we want to have everyone business-minded in the end, empowering the girl child, right? So we're urging the girls to come through, use your own personal talent. For example, we have seen girls maturing in the makeup industry. That's one that you can actually take up on. We've got some who are good bakers. We can, you know, food and nutrition in school, right? We go to the school, we actually have them, you know, a competition of some sort, preparing the different type of pastries that they've got. And then also, say we've got event planners. We ask them to pitch in when you're trying to plan for events. That way we're more like broadening everyone's skills into what they can actually take up to the world and input in the world.
How about you, Brototy? Some of the economically empowering programs that you have put in place to help the girls?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, from my perspective, is the world is so closer now for internet.
Yeah.
So by using internet, the girls easily can earn some money to survive nicely in this period. Something like the content creating by using the
Computers.
Yes, by using the computers, by using some different graphics designing, video editing. Yes, that's all. Also, they can empower themselves by learning some little skills like sewing, baking, by learning some cooking or other things. They can start their own business, and I believe if they will start, and within some few days they will of course face the success in these sectors.
Yeah, thank you so much. About these programs, of course, at the end of the day, they will need some money from, or maybe a good relationship with the government. Maybe through your association, have you tried engaging the different sectors of the government so that maybe they can help nurture some of these programs, because they may include monetary to help have these programs succeed in at the grassroots level?
All right.
Yes.
So KGGA itself is a non-profit making organization.
Yeah.
So in that way, that's where the Friends of Guiding come in, the prominent figures in the community, right? We engage with them, we ask them if it's possible to, start up a project with them, and they, being the prominent figures, can actually inject money into the project, and then we actually reap, should I say, the benefits of the money, whilst also helping each other to actually help the girls in the community as well as the world.
So far in Kenya, have you engaged any prominent persons you are talking about, or it's in the process to help this association?
Well, the highlight of February was actually engaging with Her Excellency, the First Lady Rachel Ruto, into the organization, and she has become our patron for KGGA, and we are pretty excited to see what we have got in store with her. Yes.
Okay. I can see you are in uniforms. So what's with the color? I can see the color is white, and you have the yellow scarves. Does it have any essence in terms of what you do?
Yes, of course. The color white, this is the color of peace, as you know, and the color yellow, it shows the power, the energy of the ladies. And this is the in this scarf we have some designs. It's the basic design of wax. We have some basic color design rules. We have some logos here. This is the Yes logo, and here you can find the association, World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. There's logo. Yes, the total uniform is the identification of the Yes Girls movement.
Okay. Of course, in anything you do, there are some challenges that you face so far. I would like to know what challenges have you faced so far, and how have you overcome them to ensure you guys flourish?
Currently speaking, as we are both participants from different countries into Kenya, should I say we have got a language barrier sometimes. So when we are speaking to the girls in, should you say, English, right? They do want a Swahili interjection to really understand what you're trying to say. So we are somehow trying to learn a bit of Swahili, but then we ask our peers from Kenya Girl Guides Association to actually assist in that.
Okay. You know, in Kenya there's this education system that we are very much dwelling on the talents. It's called CBC. I don't know if it's in your countries. We are trying to embrace this form of education where we nurture talents through what the girls have said, and it's one of the things that you have mentioned here. I don't know if it is that way in your countries where you come from.
Okay, in Zimbabwe, we sort of focus on the STEM projects, science, technology, I'm forgetting the E, but I think it's education.
Yes, yes.
I hope I'm not mistaken, and then mathematics. So maybe English and mathematics. That's probably more of broadening the goals, or okay, I'm gonna be speaking about girls, broadening the goals on actually being intellectually with a high IQ, should I say?
Yes.
And they actually focus on those goals. They pertain to those scholarships to those who are actually succeeding in the A-level categories to actually help them to varsity. And so that way, I don't know, for Bangladesh, you got the same?
Yes, in Bangladesh we have a lot of opportunities, but all of those after higher secondary. I mean, in Bangladesh, our private examinations start from class 5. This is PSC, then class 8 JSC, class 10 SSC, and after the class 12, the HSC higher secondary examination. We have some different sections in educations like science, humanities, and business. Under these sections, we have got a lot of opportunities, and those are also scholarship for education, scholarship for voluntary activities, and many more. Thank you.
Okay. So, Thandie, I want to ask, there are those girls maybe who may be recruited under this association of Viewers Girl Guides Association, and they forget about education. How do you make them balance between these activities under the association and their education so that they may be successful in future?
Okay, so in the end, it's all fun, but it also has to be involving work and fun. So as much as we are telling them to have fun in the movement, we're also helping them or enlightening them to actually say, girls, as much as we have the movement beside us, right, you cannot forget about school, because in the end, as much as you want to upgrade your personal skill, you must also have the education certificate in hand with you. So try to balance that the same way you would like to balance academic and sports. That way.
But more thing that we have said that if it's not fun, it's not guiding. Here, all the exchange participants, almost all of the students, all of the participants are students here, and we are continuing our study now beside the exchange program. So I think if you want to be balanced, you can easily.
So we know that there are those competitions that are ongoing in our schools about the association of the Girl Guide and the Scouts. Have you been able to interact with them, and what are you promising those guys who are in this competition in the schools about what you have come to do? What input are you coming to maybe help upgrade them?
Okay, so as the years goes, right, we are actually going to schools and they are presenting what they've got, and we try to like nurture what they've got. And when we tell them that, take it for example, World Thinking Day, we had, it's a day whereby the Girl Guides and the Girl Scouts, they all met, presented what they had from their school, and definitely people will be seeing what each school has to offer. And speaking from a parental view, you will be seeing that this school might be actually good for my child if she goes to that school. You know, it has got the, well, should I say well-spoken English facilities, the dressing, the smart. In a way, people are looking at that. So we're actually telling the girls that as much as it is fun, it's all, you know, it's a competition, so be on your best.
And one more thing, that here, Girl Guides, in Kenya Girl Guides Association, we all are the girls here. So girls easily can find a comfort zone, a safe zone here to cope up with all of the girls, to spend some times and learn a lot of new things with all of the girls.
Okay. Thank you, Brototy and Thandie, right here on Westtv Staftahi. We are ongoing viewers with our conversation with them regarding the Girl Guides Association. I would like to urge you to keep sending in your SMS through 0705780844 and through also our social media platforms. If you have any question, you can direct them there so that we can directly have this conversation, especially if you are a scout or a girl guide out there. This is your platform to be able to find out more from them. If we talk about girl guides and scouts, and there is more of camping, I know, and maybe you have gone camping too. What are the advantages of going out camping? Because maybe some of them, they are taken out by their parents to go just to enjoy themselves. No. But there is this part of camping. Is it of importance to them?
Okay, so personally speaking, last year I had my personal camping experiences, and being a young leader that I am, was in charge of the girls, and one school in particular called Mother Touch group of schools. The guider actually planned a trip for the girls to go to South Africa. It wasn't just Zimbabwe anymore. So by going to South Africa, you can imagine the road trip experience, the sightseeing, the sleeping in the bus. We didn't have a border challenge, so we managed to enter South Africa well. And the experience of going and sleeping in a hotel, then we actually ended up going to Mahofa's Kloof, where the whole camping experience took place, and we had the facilitators were there teaching team building activities. So in itself, the fact that you actually flew or drove or you were in another country, that's something that's going to be at the back of your mind all the time. You're going to be like, but I was there with my friends and probably a young leader, and we had so much fun. Maybe a few mishaps, but everything was really fine in the end.
Okay. And you, Brototy, any experience with camping?
Yes, of course. This is my 13 years of girl guiding.
Yeah.
I'm doing girl guiding for 13 years, and in these 13 years, I'm so lucky that I have got a lot of chances to go different camps. In Bangladesh, we have different regional, district, divisional, and national camps. And in these camps, we stay almost 7 to 10 days, and we will learn a lot of things. We will do different camps, different hikings, different adventures in forest, sometimes in army stadium, in a local market, and that's a great experience to adjust with a lot of people, to communicate with a new community. And yes, I'm so lucky with this.
Yeah. Thank you so much. My director on the other side tells me we need to go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be sampling some of the questions from our viewers all over who want to know more about Zimbabwe and Bangladesh and the whole experience of being a girl guide under this association. We'll be back in a few. To this program where we are continuing to have this discussion and this conversation with Thandie Zingine from Zimbabwe and Brototy from Bangladesh under the Girl Guides Association. They are in this country for a number of programs under this association and this movement where they have a number of activities they are doing, and we have had a conversation with them, and we are continuing to have this conversation with them. Thank you so much, viewers, wherever you are viewing us from this western part of Kenya and the international community where we have these visitors coming from. Thank you so much for all your responses and SMS under the social media platforms, and the SMS number 0705780844. wherever you are watching us from. This is Waswa Augustine, thank you so much, saying watching from Dengelwa, and Caroline Purity saying also you are watching from Kitale. There is also Isaac Nyongesa saying you are watching us from Kimilili, saying they are doing a good job. Okay, most of them are just appreciating your work under the Girl Guides Association, saying you are doing a good work. And there's this guy called Tom. Tom is asking, under the environmental projects, what are you doing exactly? Because there's this issue of climate change, and they are asking under the Girl Guides Association, this is not just a Kenyan issue, it's a worldwide issue under the climate change. Under the Girl Guides Association, what are you doing to help?
Thank you. The Green Tech Generation, this is the fourth core initiative of Yes Girls movement, and under this under this activity we have a lot of sub-activities like my responsibility, my environment, recycle, reduce, reuse of plastics, and many more. And every year to explore the core or burning issues, we have to change our sub-activities. Suppose this year we guys are working with plastics. Plastics is, as you know, the most burning issues, that plastics are spoiling our environment, is very harmful for our health and conditions. So we are trying to reduce it or recycle it. And yes, in our Thinking Day celebration 2023, participants have made a lot of things with the
Plastics?
Yes, with the plastics, but it's not used at all. Yes, we have made some dustbins, we have made some pen holders, some light holders, and a lot of things which will help us to reduce the enormous dust like plastics. And yes, thank you. Also, we have some projects like planting more and more trees in different counties, in schools, colleges, and yes, we are highly desired to give the support to all of the people from this Kenya to help us by planting more and more trees. Yes.
Okay. On your side, Thandie, about the environmental issues, maybe if you have something to add.
KGA actually has a policy that each month we have to plant trees. So for March, it's we have a target of 1,500 trees to plant. So probably we'll be sort of sectioning that, not just in Nairobi, but when we are going to have our training, our camp training in Kwale, we're also planning to plant trees there. So basically, we're not just looking at a small area only, but if possible, plant throughout Kenya. That's what we can say.
Okay. There is also another viewer who is asking about what you are doing regarding helping the girls stay in school. Okay, there's this issue of menstrual cycle, when some girls undergo that, they are forced to stay at home. I think this can come under what we're doing under empowerment of girls to stay in school. Yeah.
So personally, that is quite a sensitive issue for girls actually. But when we go into schools, we're actually telling the girls that in Girl Guides we call it my period, my pride. So you cannot be ashamed of yourself naturally, because it's part of who you are. So when you go into schools, we're actually telling girls what is menstruation, how you handle your menstrual cycle, and also how do you go about it when you're now facing stigmatization, because literally you cannot stay at home just because you're on your cycle. And in a way, unfortunately, the community sometimes, some parts of the community actually, they're still hell-bent on the fact that girls cannot do some other things due to the fact that they're actually menstruating. And that's a bondage or a cycle we're trying to break throughout by actually preaching the word out that don't be forced, or don't stay at home just because you're on a cycle. Go to school. It's just a normal day, just that it's a personal experience for you and you alone.
And yes, under these activities, we have a target to teach the girls to make a reusable pad. And you know, for the underprivileged people or the people who are not able to afford to buy a lot of pads, so for these girls we have the opportunity to teach them how to make the reusable pads. So then they can use it and they can wash it, they can again use it. Yes, that could be good for them.
Okay, thank you. During your stay here, will you be able to make it to maybe do all the activities that you have lined up to do? Because you have talked about very many things. Will you be able to do within the time you'll be here, or you can extend your time in Kenya?
Okay, so as yes participants, we have just a period to stay for 6 months personally, but we have aligned our activities pertaining to the 6 months that we've got. So if we are to be working on the green tech generation, actually the 6 core initiatives, we're actually trying to place all the core initiatives into each month, so that by the end of the 6 months or 1 year for our professional, we have attained the target that we want to in Kenya.
Okay, so this program is also ongoing in other countries,
yes,
as we are talking about. Okay, and is there also an opportunity for maybe those in Kenya to go and do the same, whatever you're doing in other countries?
Thank you. Yes, the YES program is continuing in still 13 countries, 11 African countries and 2 South Asian countries. So each year, each of the countries will send their participants in another country, also receive some participants from different countries. Like Kenya Girl Guide Association have sent 6 participants this year in different countries. They are already in Rwanda, Uganda, and many more. And yes, if you will join in Girl Guiding of Kenya, you must get the opportunity to explore the whole world with Yes Guides movement. Okay.
But that in mind, you have to be a committed and a passionate Girl Guide. So, yes.
How do you measure commitment and passion?
Well, you start off at home. We have good turn projects. Just because they're at home doesn't mean that you cannot help your neighbor to cut his hedge, or you cannot help your mom to wash the dishes. At school, you actually stay behind to sweep the classrooms, right? You pick up litter. In the community, you're actually going around playing with the children. You're helping the elderly people, you know. And at the association, right, when you're now, should I say, 18 to the 35 category, you're actually showing up for, should I say, the activities that we're actually planning, right? You're showing up, you're showing your commitment, you're allowed, you're just, you know, that vibrant person, you're putting your own input into something. I mean, everyone's opinion matters. So that way we can actually see that, yes, you're capable. You're capable.
Okay. Under all these activities, I think also nurturing yourself for leadership roles in future. Do you guys have any political ambitions so far, or you are just doing it for Girl Guides Association?
Politically wise, I don't know. Anything can happen in the future, right? You can maybe, who knows, end up being the first lady. But having such qualities, leadership qualities for myself, that means that I can have the opportunity to lead a group or people into something that we believe for. And I know that what we stand for, we can actually help one another, right? So I don't know for Roy.
Not yet, but yes, I'm highly desired to work with different social activities in future. Also, I wanna work with the Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, and that's why I'm highly desired to grow all of to achieve all of the leadership skills from now.
Okay. In Kenya, there are those kind of parents who just want their children to concentrate only on education matters and never to associate with such associations as yours. What's your message to those kinds of parents who don't want their children to involve themselves with other activities in school?
All right. If you say about education, then I will tell that yes, girl guiding is also included in education.
Yeah.
We have a lot of activities, a lot of projects which will always help your children to connect with their education. Like we have some activities, we have some wax initiatives, plastic tide turners, Feeding Me, then Stop the Violence, yes, which will help them to secure themselves from their side, and they will be able to go with their study, with their other purpose fluently when they will understand that who she is or how they will survive in her life. So yes, they can all, and also I'm just focusing on myself that yes, I have just completed my higher secondary and I am continuing voluntary activities for 13 years. But yes, I have got a scholarship in my higher secondary exam for my good result. So from my side, girl guiding never got any bad impact in my education yet. So I think you can encourage your child, your girls to join girl guiding because it will help them to be a leader, to be a good person in life. Thank you.
Okay, so as we about to finish our program, I would like to know, have you so far planned to visit some schools so far that you can know of, and what kind of activities are you going to do there in these schools in Western?
Okay. So far, we have visited State House Primary School, Garden East State Primary School and Secondary School as well, then Blessed Christian School, and those were in Nairobi. So we came to Bungoma, I hope that's correct, to actually participate in schools. I think we have a school called Lungulu. Yes, we should be going there today. After our program, we'll be going there today to actually create awareness on the Green Tech project that we have, as well as talking to the girls there about any pertaining issues that they've got.
Okay, thank you so much. Viewers, still have them in the studio. My guests here talking about the Girl Guides Association and what they are doing to empower the girls in Kenya. They're saying it's all possible if you can join them. There are a lot of activities that you can partake. So as you okay, as we about to finish, let me give you an opportunity to talk to the girls and other viewers about your activities and any other issue that you may want to pass across to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, I will request all the girls and young women, also the parents, to encourage your child to join this movement, to involve girl guiding and try to explore the whole world, try to be a good human being with a lot of skills, yes, by joining girl guiding. And yes, in Kenya Girl Guides Association have different social media pages in Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Please follow the pages and see what we will exactly do. And yes, also Yes Girls Movement Kenya have different social media pages where we have very recently we have called for the Girl Guides and Girl Scouts for joining with us. And yes, please join and see what we will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to Thandie.
That being said, besides Kenya, you can also check out what's going on around the other countries. So we've got the WAGS platform. That's a World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. They've got their own page whereby you can actually view, and also the Yes Girls movement, whereby you can see what other participants in other countries are also doing. So please feel free to actually browse through our pages.
Okay, thank you so much for having graced our program today. Thandie Zingine from Zimbabwe and Brototy from Bangladesh. We have been able to talk about very many things here, what they're doing under the Kenya Girl Guide Association. And yes, girls movement, they are urging you to join. If you are a girl out there, there are many things that you can partake and be able to be well in life. Thank you so much, viewers, for having been with us throughout this program. I'm Eric Lumbasi. We will be able to do it again tomorrow on Westtv. Staftahi. Have a lovely day.